And President Trump and Vice President Joe Biden will face off tomorrow night for the last time before the election at Belmont University in Tennessee. The setup for the debate looks much like the first, with Mr. Trump and Mr. Biden both on the stage with moderator NBC White House correspondent Kristen Welker. One difference this time, the candidates will have their microphones cut off while their opponent delivers initial 2-minute answers to each of the debate's 6 topics. Members of the audience will be required to wear masks. The President Biden and Welker will not be wearing masks. The debate will last 90 minutes beginning at 8 o'clock Central Time. And in the Breonna Taylor case, a member of the grand jury is breaking their silence after a Kentucky judge gave members permission to comment publicly. Jerrica Duncan is covering the Taylor case and the argument over the public's right to know.
When Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron said this back in September, 2 grand jurors fought to speak out.
Our investigation showed, and the grand jury agreed, that Mattingly and Cosgrove were justified in the return of deadly fire after having been fired upon by Kenneth Walker.
The anonymous grand jurors say the jury disagreed with that characterization and asked about additional charges, but were told there would be none because prosecutors couldn't make them stick. Attorney Kevin Glogauer represents both jurors.
I think from our client's perspective, they were completely thrown under the bus at that press conference.
In a statement, juror number 1 said the grand jury was not presented any charges other than the 3 wanton endangerment charges against Detective Hankinson. The grand jury did not have homicide offenses explained to them. Self-defense or justification was never explained either.
All of that evidence was not included in the grand jury presentation. Those grand jurors did not hear things that are very arguably relevant to those determinations.
Cameron issued a statement last night after the judge's ruling, which says in part, as special prosecutor, it was my decision to ask for an indictment on charges that could be proven under Kentucky law. And for the first time, Sergeant Jonathan Mattingly, who carried out the search warrant at Taylor's apartment, spoke publicly to ABC News and the Louisville Courier-Journal.
It's not a race thing like people want to try to make it to be. It's not. This is a point where we were doing our job. We returned fire.
Attorneys say because there is no statute of limitations on felony charges in Kentucky, the next Attorney General could decide to prosecute this case with different charges. And lawyers tasked with identifying families who were separated at the southern border say they haven't found the parents of 545 children. About 2/3 of those parents were deported, according to a filing by the American Civil Liberties Union. The Trump administration instituted a policy in 2018 that separated migrant children from their parents at the border. But the administration later confirmed that they had been separating children from their parents starting in 2017. The policy was terminated, but the parents of children who were separated back in 2017 were already deported. And after being off the market for 10 years and gaining a reputation as a gas guzzler, the Hummer is back with a new environmentally friendly twist. We have the details next on Valley News Live at 4.